Hi, I'm Koch, and today we're going to talk about 5 things not to do in the course of your divorce case. I've had the privilege of doing this for several decades, and I've seen a lot of people screw up their divorce cases. And I'm about to give you 5, I think, good tips on what not to do in the course of your divorce. Number 1, and perhaps the most important, is do not involve your kids in your case. To go to them and ascribe fault to your spouse is not a good idea. Every therapist, psychologist that you will talk to will tell you that that's detrimental to your kids. Don't do it. Number 2, in the emotions of a divorce and in the middle of this storm, people get carried away with their emotions and do things that are very hurtful to the other spouse. That might feel good when you do them, but using social media and sending texts and emails to your spouse, or putting them out for the world to see, comments about what your spouse may have done or what you perceive them to have done, is not helpful at all. Those things can often come back to bite you and be presented to a judge, showing that you're overcome with emotion and showing that you have said something that perhaps is not true in the past. Number 3, do not ignore deadlines. Divorce cases are full of deadlines, and you should be very clear from your lawyer what the deadlines are and what you must accomplish by that time. Don't let them come and go without your full response and your lawyer's cooperation in getting you there. Number 4, don't ignore your attorney's advice. Doesn't mean you got to follow it, but don't ignore it. Your lawyer is there for a purpose, and that is they have guided people through the course of a divorce over time and have the experience and knowledge necessary to help you. Their advice is given to you for a reason. Don't ignore it. Number 5, don't follow your neighbor's advice, and worse yet, your boyfriend or your girlfriend's advice. Don't follow it. These are people whose intentions are good, who want the best for you, but their divorce is not your divorce. What they've heard about happening in someone else's case is not happening in your case. For them to give you bits and pieces of advice, unknowing, unexperienced advice, is not helpful. You can listen to it, you can understand that they mean well, but don't follow their advice. Ask your lawyer if you have questions. So, a bunch of ways to get wrapped up in the emotions of a divorce, a bunch of things not to do, but these 5 are the top 5 that I've seen in the course of my career. Please listen to it, don't do them.